back at Four of Swords, Six of Swords. We are speaking to our air elements, air zodiacs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There's something here about the mind and the ego. Now, this is about vision. Could be literal vision, or it could be vision, or as I say, vision, because I believe your Alta, is it your major Alta that I stumbled across years ago? A gateway, energetic portal. Anyway, vision, as I say, vision. This has to do with vision, planning, and strategy. Something here about destructive actions and tendencies. So to me, I'm hearing negative self-talk, negative attitude, negative beliefs. There's some kind of old programming. Six of Swords is definitely validating that, going, we have some old shit that we need to let go. So once again, there's two ways that we're splitting this pie. Some of you've done the work, you're letting it go, so that's why it's in reverse, and it's followed up with the Nine of Pentacles, which means congratulations, yay, you've done it, okay, fabulous, great, you've done it, end of a cycle, you're moving on. And then the other half, hard right, vinyl, right, needle on the vinyl, you need to do it. We need to let something go. It could be, again, your mind. It could be your thoughts. It could be your attitude. This is around communication. This is how we're talking about things. So, for example, right now I'm trying to chase around a tattoo artist. I'd like to get my sleeve done, and I'm just like, delays. I can't get through. No one's picking up the phone. You send an email. Nobody responds. Like, I'm seeing this going, okay. So the negative shit's coming in. I'm going, okay, I must be blocking it, or maybe it's not for me. I'm just using myself being transparent. That is an example of how this could look. It could be maybe not the time, whatever this thing is that we need to let go. If we haven't let it go, we're trying to move forward. There's a new beginning because we've wrapped something up. It might not be for you right now. It doesn't mean it's not going to be for you ever, but it just means right now there's something that we have to kind of go back. We need to go in and have a look at what it is that's jamming us up. There, again, this is about transition. Somebody here is in transition, could be even myself. So now that we've kind of quickly given you guys the rundown of what Swords encapsulates, what we're going to be talking about is insecurity, self-doubt. Let's tie it to the message. As everybody knows who's been with me, if you've been with me on this channel for any amount of time, you know that I love me some numerology. So fours in numerology are about foundation, structure, stability. So somebody here is trying to create a new foundation, something around structure. You're healing. You could be in a period of downtime where you're resting. This is healing and embodying resting energy. This is about a retreat. So this also, if you segue into that example that I just gave you with this tattoo that I'm trying to get done, it's like retreat. You're pushing, you're trying to force this thing, you're trying to force it. It's like, fucking relax. They'll respond to the email. It's been barely a week. Like, simmer down, slow down, right? Earth energy, slow down. It'll come to you when it's ready for you. Like, you can't force people to energetically show up for you. If it's in alignment, it'll be in alignment. So there's something here about that, about like retreating, waiting, just taking a moment to lay down this ball of intention that I'm ready to launch, and just chill for a minute, right? Just let it unfold, let it unpack and reveal itself. I'm still talking about the Four of Swords. So there's something here about gathering your strength for somebody. If you're not focusing this concentrated energy at a project, the focus is about you. It's about your health. So unpacking the Pentacles, we always say this. What does that mean? When we see the Pentacles cards, when they show up, it's making reference on themes of your life that are connected to your health and well-being, themes of your life that are connected to your finances, banking, accounting, anything to do with the legal system, anything around how you make your money, spend your money, save your money, assets, valuable things like that, and or your home and well-being. So when we start talking about your house, the shit, the emotional climate, the family dynamics, okay? So there's something here about retreat. It could be like looking at family dynamics. It could be looking at your financial situation. Maybe you're trying to move something forward. Maybe you're trying to move. I see bags here. Maybe somebody is playing with the idea that they're done where they're at location-wise and they're ready to move forward. They're ready to journey, have an adventure, and travel. But it's like, not yet. Not quite yet. You're trying to create a new foundation for yourself. You've completed everything that you see fit here in this reality, or your reality, wherever you are, your circumstances. And now you're like, I'm ready to get packing. I'm ready to go. This card is saying not yet, not yet. Again, you can't force a situation if it's not ready. If you're looking to relocate, maybe you have to sell your house first, and you can't physically get there if this isn't sold over here. Something like that. I feel like there's an overlap. If this is connected to work and finances at work, like a promotion or wanting more money or salary increase or whatever movement, lateral, vertical, whatever movement it is, there's something like you're trying to create, again, more financial stability, but what you're trying to do at work, it's not that you're not qualified. It's just, it's not for you. It's not for you right now. Because if you anchor yourself, this feels like anchoring, right? This is like feeling like if you anchor yourself in this potential promotion, that is going to be this energy of what keeps you stuck and does not allow you to move forward with your traveling plans. There's something like that. It's kind of like, if you want to become a manager, why would you take on a management position then to only in 6 months go, well, bye, I'm leaving, and then completely relocate? Something like that, okay? Four of Swords, we're done with that card. Let's tie it into Six of Swords. This is about seeing. We've already said this. This is about inner vision, dreams connected to your third eye. We said this in the beginning. I was like, seeing literally, right? Seeing. There's something here about setbacks, dealing with change. Somebody here could be dealing with change. This has to do with motherly energy. Interesting enough. Nurturing yourself. So there's something here about, maybe that's what the takeaway is. Maybe that's what the medicine of this message is. Has to do with, before you can move forward with whatever this thing is we're trying to new beginning here, we need to nurture ourselves. Nurturance. Like, yeah, okay, you want to take on more financial, give me the money, show me the money, but it's going to come at a cost. Maybe the cost is your health, your well-being, your sanity, your social life, because like we said, this is about communication. So maybe that's why you're being kind of like held, you're experiencing a setback. I feel like somebody is definitely trying to move forward, whether it's work related, family dynamic related, you're trying to move, or it's just the emotional climate of your home or your health. You're trying to get to the next level of your health. And it's just like, you just keep sneaking in those cheat meals, or you just keep forgetting to take your pills, or whatever it is. There's something that it's just like, you just can't do the goddamn thing. There's just something in the way. Now, you might be in the way of yourself. As we said, Swords, we find the ego. We find the self-sabotaging patterns and the programming. So in reverse, this is absolutely saying, yes, we honor that. There's something here about lack of progress. You are experiencing something that is like, it's feeling stuck, stagnant. It's like you have to kind of keep returning to the past, as we already said. You got to go back sometimes and have a pause and a review and a reflect to go forward. It could be that you're resisting whatever this transition in your life is trying to teach you. Think about that one for just a second. Is there something going on in your life through work, family dynamic, or your health? There's a lesson in that, and you are resisting seeing the lesson, and that's why you're just, it's not happening for you. You may be that you are being forced to make moves before you wanted to. It may be that you're being forced or you're being invited to make moves before you're ready to, or that you want to. So there's another underlying current. We don't change until we're ready to change, right? My husband can be like, stop drinking coffee. And I'm like, no, until I'm ready to stop drinking coffee, I will not stop drinking coffee. It's like that with anything. When you know you need to leave a situation, a circumstance, or a relationship, and everybody around you is telling you, pushing you, urging you, encouraging you, nothing is going to change until you are ready to do it. So there's something here for somebody in the reverse position saying, you're resisting. And again, you're done with this thing. This thing needs to be done. It's like, I'm going to use myself because that's the safest way to go so that nobody's feelings get hurt, or I'm not projecting, but it's like, if I want to put on weight and get my muscle mass back, since I had my breast implants out, I lost a lot of my muscle tone, my strength. I know I need to be eating more calories, but I don't. I live off coffee. So I know I need to be done with that kind of approach in nutrition. I know that I need to be taking in a lot more protein and a lot more this and a lot more that if I want to sustain growing and building muscle. Now, do I do that? No. Okay, so I'm just using myself for an example. So I am my own problem, right? I am sabotaging my own growth, my own success, my own forward movement. So until I'm ready, that won't happen for me. So again, I'm just using myself as a safe, transparent vessel here. There's something like that going on for somebody. There's a new beginning for you here, right? You've completed that cycle. I need to let go of this, whatever calories represents, whatever I'm identifying with that entanglement there. I need to let that go so I can move forward, so I can create a better foundation around my health. Does that make sense? Are we understanding how some of these themes, how they can branch off, split off, and how they're very, very wide and encompassing for all of you that are here? Last card we're going to talk about, and that is the reading, my dears. Cups, Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. We've already said, bottom of my notes, Pentacles are my earth people. So we're talking about Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. You do not have to be that zodiac for this message to apply. All I'm saying is it's slower moving energy. It is earthing energy. It is grounding energy. It is calculated. It is planning. It is strategizing. Anybody here know another sign? They are the planners. They are meticulous. They are methodical. They are the ones that are like, okay, give me some substance here to work with, and I'll go ahead and I'll make that happen for you. You want this? I will provide that for you. There's something here about well-being, as we already said, prosperity and expanding your own ability in the world, grounding and nurturing. So we've already said that twice. I feel like for somebody, or many of you, possibly, potentially, there's something here about you're not taking care of yourself in the way that you could be. As I already said, I